Good morning, friends. This is your old girl, Melanie Rose, here to share your daily aspects. Today is Monday, October 11, 2021. Welcome to the new week, friends. Over the course of this week and next, we will witness 2 more retrograde planets going direct, a full moon, and the sun's ingress to Scorpio. So buckle up, y'all. The path remains challenging, but there are some green lights at the end of this tunnel of love and surprises. The moon begins the day in Sagittarius and makes ingress to Capricorn in the afternoon. This represents a shift in the focus of the heart and home from fire to earth, from what drives us to act to the fundamentals that support our lives. The waxing crescent / nearly first quarter phase of this moon encourages us to finish up our planning and take action on those intentions that we set at the new moon. The sun is still in Libra. Venus, Libra's ruling planet, sets the example that when we put those things we value the most first in our lives, when we speak the truth and seek the balance of justice, then the abundance starts to flow in. Whatever truths you need to tell, whatever beauty you wish to express, I encourage you to do it now while the sun is still in a positive position to amplify the rewards for taking those actions. Okay, let's take a look at these planets and aspects before we get into the interpretations. We have the sun, as always, with us. This is us and our outer life. Some would say the ego. It's definitely who you are in the world and the person that people meet when they meet you. Here's the moon. This is your inner life. Jupiter is here. And Jupiter is our planet for growth and positive expansion. Opportunities. The good things. Abundance. Mercury is the intellect. Our thoughts and communication. As well as the equipment we use to express our thoughts and communication. Saturn is here. This is our structures for stability. And it represents the stewardship of those structures for stability. Pluto. This is the planet that reminds us of endings and beginnings. It's the farthest planet out there. Of course, in science, we don't still call it a planet. It has been demoted, I suppose. But in astrology, we still call Pluto a planet. We also call the moon a planet and the sun a planet. And those are not really technical definitions of planets either. So Pluto is also the planet of mystery and depths, especially of the psyche. So intuition plays a large role here. And we're going to get to talk about that a lot because next week the sun is going into Scorpio and Pluto rules Scorpio. So we'll have a whole month of discussing what it's like to be a little bit Scorpio in all of our everyday lives. The moon, we'll talk about Capricorn. Venus is here. I'm going to say love and money because I always want to remember that. It's really our planet of relatedness, and it talks about how we relate to the things and the people that we value the most. And Uranus is here. Uranus does things differently. So often brings about changes. And we've got Chiron down here. Chiron represents how we can heal. Okay, I think that's everybody present today. Now let's take a look at some aspects. We've got retrogrades and directs. And these words relate directly to just what direction the planet appears to be moving in from our perspective. We have ingress. And that's a transit word. It just says that this planet is moving from one sign into the next. We have quincunx. And this is variable outcomes. No promises. We promise we don't know how that's going to turn out. That's called sextile. This is a positive aspect, and it is generative. So these will appear to be in a very cooperative aspect together. That means they're working together, and when they work together, the actions that happen under that influence will generate something. Trine. Very positive, even harmonious. These two will be in the same element. So even though Venus is in Sagittarius, Chiron may or may not be in Sagittarius, but Chiron will also be in a fire sign. Things that happen under these conditions are almost guaranteed good outcomes. They're very positive times for us. And there's another direct. Woohoo! Getting back on track, guys. Okay, so ongoing. Jupiter and Mercury were in retrograde this week. And they are the last two of 4 planets that were stationing to go direct at the beginning of last week. So Jupiter's retrograde actually tends to bring about more abrupt positive changes in our worlds, while Mercury's retrograde likes to bring about little surprises when it comes to our ability to think and communicate. By this time next week, both of these will have gone direct, which is likely to mean smoother sailing after that, but that's next week. This week, continue to expect the unexpected, as these planets tend to cause some ripples in the flow as they adjust their trajectories. Saturn and Pluto went direct. They were in retrograde for months, potentially leaving us feeling somewhat restricted, albeit with greater clarity as to the reasons. Both of these planets went direct last week, and this is just a reminder that under normal circumstances, our attitudes toward those things we're committed to maintaining should feel natural, mature, and dedicated, and not as though they require much introspection or change. If we continue to feel resistant to maintaining those things that support us, perhaps overburdened or too limited, this should be glaringly obvious by now, and I encourage you to ask yourself, what can I do to repair these foundations so that my life feels both ways, stable and free? After all, the Sun in Libra, with Venus as its ruler, has been inviting us all month to call that balance and ease in for ourselves. And we have only a couple of aspects today, so we'll get right into them. At 12:15 p.m. Central Standard Time, y'all. The moon made ingress into Capricorn. A direct quote from the Wee Moon calendar for you here. Moon in Capricorn whets our ambition and tests our sense of humor. It's time to put sweat equity into our dreams. Organize, build, manifest. Set clear short-term goals and feel the joy of accomplishment. This is a very appropriate placement for the waxing crescent / first quarter moon, and can be a valuable aid to meeting our goals that we have set for ourselves. This transit takes about 2.5 days. Set goals. feel accomplished. And then actually after the middle of the night at 12:29 a.m., after midnight on Monday, actually on Tuesday, let's be clear, Venus runs quincunx with Uranus. So Venus is still the boss of this rodeo until next Friday, and in this 4-day aspect, our planet for love and money comes into a variable relationship with Uranus, our planet that represents doing things differently. Uranus often brings about this yearning for individual freedom that can run into conflict with Venus's desire to feel the abundance of a soulmate connection. This may be a time to seek out some fresh or yet safe excitement within the confines of your committed relationships. Some unexpected changes in those committed relationships may come about, or perhaps some unexpected changes to our finances. The variable energy of this aspect practically promises a mixed bag of reactions and outcomes. My suggestion would be to continue to lean into what you value the most, understanding that the desire to do something differently should continue to reflect our long-term desires for companionship and material comfort. Do something differently, but not everything. So coming up this week, this Wednesday, about 2 days into this aforementioned 4-day aspect between Venus and Uranus, Venus will make a positive sextile aspect with Saturn, indicating aligned actions between our values and the structures that support us and generating beneficial outcomes. Then on Saturday, Venus does it again, this time making a very positive trine aspect with Chiron, indicating excellent vibratory patterns for healing ourselves, our closest relationships, and perhaps even our attitudes toward financial abundance. Additionally, on Sunday, Jupiter goes direct. Expect the unexpected when it comes to good fortune and great opportunities as this big planet turns its boat around to get back into the proper flow. We will continue to talk about these things and much more as they come up. That's it for today, friends. This has been your Daily Aspects, an astrological weather forecast for Monday, October 11, 2021. If you have questions or if you feel inspired to share an observation or an experience, I invite you to add to the comments below. Also, please like my video and subscribe to the Old Girl channel. I will leave this up for about 30 seconds so that you can look it over, and I'll see you all tomorrow for more Daily Aspects.